Now, if I didn't know any better, I'd say that you're looking at running for president.
Do it. Do it. Look at me. Do it. I will personally write you a campaign check now on behalf of this country, which does not want you to be president, but which badly wants you to run.
I am officially running for President of the United States, and we are going to make our country great again.
There's not going to be a President Donald Trump.
I think that man will be president of the United States right about the time that spaceships come down filled with dinosaurs and red cake.
Donald Trump has been saying that he will run for president as a Republican, which is surprising since I just assumed he was running as a joke.
Donald Trump will not become president.
I continue to believe Mr. Trump will not be president.
Donald Trump will never, ever be president.
Moderator, but apparently believes that Donald Trump is a clown.
President Obama will go down as perhaps the worst president in the history of the United States! Exclamation point at real Donald Trump. Well, at real Donald Trump. At least I will go down as a president.
You're never going to be president of the United States by insulting your way to.
Let's see, I'm at 42 and you're at 20.
We have a key race alert right now. Donald Trump now has reached the number of delegates needed to clinch the Republican presidential nomination.
So right now, Mr. Trump, to answer your call for political honesty, I just want to say you're not going to be president, all right? It's been fun. It's been great. I love you. But come on, buddy.
Donald Trump, while we project, will win in Kentucky with its 8 electoral votes, in Indiana with its 11 electoral votes, West Virginia, Florida, Tennessee, Mississippi, South Carolina, Alabama, Kansas with its 6 electoral votes, Nebraska with its 5 electoral votes, and Wyoming with its 3 electoral votes, North Dakota with its 3 electoral votes, and South Dakota, Texas, Arkansas, Louisiana, the state of Montana, Missouri, Ohio, Idaho, North Carolina.
I, Donald John Trump, do solemnly swear.
Do solemnly swear.
Together, we will make America great again.
And hello, I had to unmute myself. Hello, everyone. Welcome to CobraCast 199. I am your host, D-Day Cobra. And boy, oh boy, do we have a lot to discuss today. Today was almost overwhelming with the amount of news that we have gotten. And just when you thought that the news cycle was there and we had our topics, more stuff happens, and more stuff happens, and more stuff happens, and it's kind of been a crazy day. But I'm happy to share all of it with you, lovely, lovely people in the snake pit. My boy Mo Zamboni in the house. What's up, Mo Zamboni? McCawk already dropped 10 gifted memberships, getting the party started already. I'm going to give everybody time to roll in here. Smash the melee button if you don't mind. That's a simple request from a simple man. Also, Rumble. So Rumble, we got you working, and we got you working on time. Shout out to Jay Hailstorm. It was his idea. We start the Rumble stream a little bit early so that we can make sure that the intro actually starts on time. So we get the starting soon, rolling a couple minutes early, and it worked perfectly. And I gotta say, the new Rumble mobile layout for Android looks pretty damn sexy. All right, you guys know I give Rumble a lot of I criticize Rumble a lot. You know, like in a good way. I'm trying to give constructive criticism, and that new Android mobile layout looks damn good. You can Rumble rant from your Android now. It looks really good. So shout out to you guys over on Rumble. Legalize adulthood in the house with 20 gifted memberships. I guess we got to pull that chat up and show that beautiful, sexy chat. Look at this beautiful, sexy chat already rolling in here, already getting the party started. Let's freaking go. What's up, Hayden and Wayne in the chat? What we doing tonight, man? We're trying to catch up with this chaotic day, full of insanity, full of news. Illinois is basically has removed Trump from the ballot. You've got the Supreme Court stepping in, derailing Jack Smith's case. You've got the Michigan primary where, holy crap, like Joe Biden, there's like 100,000 people that don't even have it, like don't even want to vote for the man. Trump destroyed Joe Biden in terms of overall votes. Chaos everywhere right now. Chaos all over the place. That's not to mention Mitch McConnell. Mitch McConnell is stepping down, but he's waiting till November. You've got the James O'Keefe situation. Dude, it's wild. It's wild. And I can't believe how crazy it all has become. But here we are. Here we are. So look at that. Lee Monger Bear drops 5 more gifted memberships. Let's freaking go. I see you, Unlimited Power. Says on CobraCast 221, Jeremy, you can edit F&T and make it sound really gay. Me, yeah, it's mostly quotes from Ryan. That is very true. Let's see. Unlimited Power says, also, Jeremy, who do you think could replace Trump? Nobody. There's nobody that can replace Donald Trump. Nobody at all. There's nobody that is relevant enough in politics today that could have any impact like Trump. Nobody. Hailstorm, I am getting a error message that says, please use the keyframe frequency on 4 seconds or less. Current keyframes are not being sent often enough or something like that. That's on YouTube. I don't know if he's listening to me or not, but just ignore it. Okay, that's on the YouTube back end. This is where I'm hearing that. So, but yes, Trump is, and Loki said it in the chat, Trump is one of a kind. Trump is one of a kind. You're not going to replace him. So he is irreplaceable in the current political climate right now. He's irreplaceable. I mean, look what just happened today. So you have the Supreme Court stepping in, saying that they're going to hear the Jack Smith, where they're going to hear, was it his immunity, I think. And so that basically halts Jack Smith's entire trial, which really puts him in a bad way. And then right after that, you get Illinois saying, all right, he's off the ballot. You're like, dude, what the hell's going on? Then you've got the whole situation in New York with Judge Ingeron or whatever his name is, fining him $450 million. And then now you've got the left basically making up lies because Trump's basically saying, I'll pay you $100 million and that should be enough. And then you've got the left saying he doesn't have the money. Okay, left-wing lunatics, I got some breaking news for you, okay? Billionaires don't just walk around with hundreds of millions of dollars in their pockets. You know, at least billionaires that aren't criminals. I know you're used to the Fani Willis method where she keeps like tens of thousands of dollars in her house, kind of like a drug dealer or a criminal, but that's not usually how it works. And the fact that they're trying to use all of this against Trump is just insane. It's insane. But again, we're going to get into all of that. Plus, there's this glorious video. Who was it? Was it MSNBC? It was ABC News. ABC News has this glorious video of Black conservative voters, and they interviewed them because Trump apparently said something racist, and it backfired gloriously. And I think we're going to jump into that here first. And so give me a minute, I'll catch up on the chat. I think we're going to talk about this first because this is meme-worthy. It's glorious. And they really don't like when Black people don't repeat what they want them to repeat. It really drives them crazy. It really, really does. But let's see. Who all's here in the chat? I see my boy Greg Kirby. What's up, Greg? Black Tailgate. What's up, Black Tailgate? Lord Botha here. Eric K in the house. Justin Johnson. Thanking Lee Monger for that gifted membership. We got a giving community around here. The Snake Pit is very nice. They're very nice. They like it when some new people show up. They always appreciate that. And, we did an emergency Cobra cast yesterday, and a lot of you tuned in, and I expected to go 30 minutes. I think it ended up going 90 minutes, and that's just because I have so much damn fun with all of you. Plus, streaming is very hard, and I couldn't continue on, much like Hassan Piker. I couldn't carry on. But I will share something with you real quick. And Eric K., I'm going to have to drop a link for you, okay? I'll just drop it in the chat, and you can get it after I drop it in the chat, because I've been asked this so much. And I decided to finally just answer the question and put it in writing for everybody, okay? And that is, everybody asks, what is the 199? Everybody asks, what is the 199? Especially today. And I'm dropping the link right there, Eric K. So Gina Carano was on with Patrick Bet David. Shout out to Gina Carano. Gina Carano was there, and the entire chat was just people shouting 199, 199. And I personally was like, God, I feel like we're spamming the hell out of their chat, and I feel bad. So I was trying to explain, like, people like, what is the 199? What is the 199? And so there is an article now on geeksandgamers.com written by yours truly. What is the 199? And I break it all down right here. I break down the date in which it was created. I break down the topics, kind of how the community kind of took control of it. There's the clip of when it all happened. Picture of me and Gina Carano hanging out right there with the 199 hat. There's her and Gary hanging out with the 199 hat. And just a little bit of like context to it. So if people ask, you can just drop that link right there for geeksandgamers.com. And there you go. So that is it. I'm not going to go through the whole thing unless maybe it's later, because there's more pressing issues to talk about right now. But I just wanted to show that we do have that there. And I really would love for that to start ranking pretty high on Google for what is the 199, because I'm sure people are going to be asking about that a lot. And now we have it cemented on geeksandgamers.com. So thank you all for your support on that. Okay. I think we need to jump right into this ABC News video. Okay. So Donald Trump, a few days, I think it was, okay. So yesterday, Donald Trump was at an event. It was I guess it was a black voters event, and Donald Trump had a few things to say. And of course, anytime Donald Trump says anything about anyone, they're going to deem it either racist or sexist or misogynistic or whatever. And Donald Trump had a couple of things that he said during this speech, and they tried to spin it into he's being racist, even though in the black audience that was there all cheered him on. They tried to create a racist narrative out of it, because of course they did. So ABC News had some voters on, and this is how it went. And let me just tell you, this is a glorious backfire, and I love every single second of this. You weirdo losers in the mainstream media, you get what you deserve, and this is so funny.
Former President Trump has been courting black voters, some of whom have started to reconsider their support for President Biden. But Trump's comments on Friday at the Black Conservative Federation Gala in South Carolina is leading to controversy, with some calling the remarks racist. Take a listen.
And a lot of people said that's why the black people like me, because they have been hurt so badly and discriminated against. And they actually viewed me as I'm being discriminated against. It's been pretty amazing, but it possibly, I don't know, maybe there's something there.
That's why the black people like me. Dude, this guy is so amazing. That's why the black people like me. And they're, again, just watch how this all plays out, okay?
That was said in front of hundreds of black conservatives. What was their reaction? We're joined now by 4 black Republicans who were all in the room. Abdul Ali, Operations Director at Frederick Douglass Foundation of North Carolina. Tia Bess, National Director of Engagement for Moms for Liberty. Kevin McGarry, co-founder of Every Black Life Matters. And Sharice Lane, a student at Florida A&M University. Thank you all so much for joining us. The Federation just responded saying in part, Black Americans are waking up to the reality that the Democratic Party has taken advantage of them, and the media and the party are terrified.
Yes.
Our community supports the policies of President Donald J. Trump and knows full well that life was better 4 years ago under his administration. No amount of media deception or liberal race baiting will sway the minds of Black voters who will cast their ballots this November for safer streets, a better financial well-being, a secure border, and a complete rejection of Joe Biden's disastrous tenure. So you all were all there. A quick show of hands. Do you believe his comments were in any way racist?
They're all quiet. They didn't even flinch. They didn't even flinch. One more time. One more time.
It's disastrous tenure. So you all were all there. A quick show of hands. Do you believe his comments were in any way racist? Nobody. Okay. Abdul, what were your thoughts that night when you heard these comments during the event?
It's about time that somebody started telling the truth. I mean, he's only speaking to what some Black folks have experienced for a very long time, which is a disastrous justice systems in many cases. And ultimately, we can all see this playing out right in front of our very eyes. I wasn't offended or didn't feel like anything he said was racist in any way.
Former President Trump also made a statement about his mugshot taken as part of his Georgia case. Let's take a listen to that.
And you know who embraced it more than anybody else? The Black population. It's incredible. You see Black people walking around with my mugshot. You know, they do shirts and they sell them for $19 a piece.
Kevin, Tia, I want to bring you in here. Do you feel that that comment was in any way off color?
They're all laughing. They're all laughing. Look at him. He's laughing because it's true and it's funny. Trump is connecting with everybody on a different level, and they cannot stop it. This dude is so funny.
Also made a statement about his mugshot taken as part of his Georgia case. Let's take a listen to that.
And you know who embraced it more than anybody else? The Black population. It's incredible. You see Black people walking around with my mugshot. You know, they do shirts and they sell them for $19 a piece.
Kevin, Tia, I want to bring you in here. Do you feel that that comment was in any way off color?
Not at all. I mean, you know, the reality is that, you know, we see a president that has been prosecuted and persecuted. And a lot of people in the community, especially in the Black community, who have felt that there's multi-tiers of justice, are seeing that played out in front of their very eyes. And they're saying, yeah, I can relate to this guy. This guy is going through some things that either myself or my family have gone through. And this is a very relatable moment for a lot of people. So seeing this mugshot as a big, you know, to the media and to the political pundits it's a big deal. And it really does resonate within the community.
Tia, want to get your comments there.
Dude, they've literally made this guy the coolest person on earth. They've made Trump into Tupac. They've made him cool. Rednecks like him. Black people like him. Latinas like him. Everybody loves Donald Trump. Everybody loves Donald Trump. All right? Latinos, you know, over in, where was that at? Yes, what was it 4 or 5 years ago where he went overseas? And they had like this whole stadium full of him. Where was that? They played it on some conservative media. Where was that? Was it wasn't India, was it? Was it India? Where they just had this massive like standing ovation for him. They packed the entire stadium and people were like acting like it was it India? Yeah, I think it was India. It was insane. I'll try to see if I can pull that clip up. But everybody loves Donald Trump. Everybody. He is the people's champion, is who he is.
Well, no, I agree, especially coming from an education perspective. You know, he didn't say, if you're not black if you don't vote for me. You know, he was just stating the truth, and that's what sometimes we need to hear. For too long in politics, we've been lied to, and we need to hear the truth and have someone that we can relate to.
Me personally, I don't think that's necessarily relating to blackness, but I do think that a lot of black people have gone through the criminal justice system, and it has been unfair to them. And I think that's what he was saying.
Adul, you've said that you focus more on Trump's policies than what he actually says. But as we saw when he was president, his words do have tremendous power, even fluctuating the stock market just minutes after he'd speak. Do you think that his words shouldn't matter?
His words absolutely do matter, and I'm less concerned with something said in jest, and I'm more concerned with the fact that we had a president who actually took on criminal justice reform with the First Step Act. And unlike the Biden administration and the Democrats, he set forth a platinum plan for Black economic empowerment, something we've seen nothing of the sort from the Democrats.
Kevin, your thoughts as far as...
Why did that get... That looked like a pretty hard cut right there. That looked like a pretty hard cut. What happened there?
Administration and the Democrats, he set forth a platinum plan for Black economic empowerment, something we've seen nothing of the sort from the Democrats.
Kevin, your thoughts as far as, do you feel that...
I don't know if anybody knows where a longer clip is, but that was a hard cut right there, and I wonder why. I wonder why there was a hard cut there.
There have been some policies in the past, well, while he was president for 4 years, that Black people benefited from.
Absolutely. And the number one policy, and the one policy I wish the mainstream media would cover, because it would give you a lot more credibility amongst your average folks, would be the policy that Joe Biden in his 1994 crime bill, when he says, look, we're going to get rid of these racial jungles. We're going to, basically target Black and brown communities for a little $5 piece of crack. We're going to send them to prison for 15 to life. And this has been going on. President Trump came in and saw the injustice that was perpetrated on the Black community, especially. It was targeted. And he said, no, we're going to dismantle this.
According to exit polling, former President Trump saw a 5% increase in the Black vote from 2016 to 2020. Tia, I want to bring you back in here. What do you think is driving this increase? What specific Trump policies do you feel have helped Black Americans?
The fact, quit asking these questions like people are retarded. It's obvious what's going on. And this is why no one trusts the media, because of these dumb questions. You're asking them questions like they're kindergartners because they support Trump. You're asking them questions like, why do you think Black people like Trump? Why do you think Black people are supporting Trump? This is so disrespectful. And this is what the media does constantly. The fact is, though, they got 4 people here. They could not find even one person to be the counter voice, because that shows how popular Donald Trump is.
Well, I mean, I'll start with myself. I was a Democrat for all my life, my entire family, but it was around COVID time when I started paying attention to policies being made. I started paying attention to, when Trump and other politicians were listening to the parents, the people who really had voices that matter. Because if you look at the media now, no one's paying attention to the parents and what we need. And just because I'm a Black parent doesn't mean that I care less about my child. Doesn't mean that my opinion should not be heard. So there have been a lot of policies that, Trump has been supporting within the parental rights system.
And anyone can answer here, kind of a jump ball.
That was
Final question.
That was another cut. They do. So again, I've done this before when I rarely do any cuts in my videos, but every now and then I'll call or something like that, or somebody will knock on the door, or a phone will ring that I forgot to turn off or something, and I have to do. And what I'll do is I'll overlay a video over the cut so that you don't see the cut. That's what they just did with her. She had more to say. Why are you cutting her off?
And now,
listen.
No one's paying attention to the parents and what we need. And just because I'm a Black parent doesn't mean that I care less about my child. Doesn't mean that my opinion should not be heard. So there have been a lot of policies that, Trump has been supporting within the parental rights system.
And anyone can answer here, kind of a jump ball. Final question. What do you think about the media response, the noise, and some of the comments made as a result of the controversial remarks, if you will, that Donald Trump said over the weekend? And I'm also curious, is there anything that...
Nothing controversial about what he said. And again, I will say this, okay? I will say this, that I think all 4 of these voters right here handled this perfectly well, because if they would have said anything rude or out of line, then the media would have used that against them too, because that's exactly what they do. But I just think you got to stay focused and just look, they jump cutted twice. I'm not saying that they jump cutted because there was something said that they didn't want people to hear. What I'm saying is they jump cutted because there was something said that they don't want people to hear. That's exactly what I'm saying. And until it's proven otherwise, fine. But I don't trust the media at all.
Donald Trump could say that would stop you all from voting for him?
Nothing.
For me, I would say that it's more so about policy and action instead of just talking. You know, someone can talk a good game all day. They can appeal to Black voters if they want to, but it's all about policy and what you're doing that really stands out to me. Like, for instance, there are two big policies that I agree with that he has passed, such as things on school choice. I'm pro-school choice, and I'm also anti-illegal immigration. I think that it does disproportionately affect Black Americans, and I think that a lot of my counterparts would agree with. And I say that because those people are being sent to Black communities. They're being sent to our hoods, our neighborhoods.
Anyone else?
That was another cut.
Trump
That was
came
another
out
cut.
tomorrow and said, I want an unlimited open border. If he came out tomorrow and said he was in favor of late stage abortion, if he came out tomorrow and said he doesn't think Black people have the capacity to succeed in this country, then I wouldn't vote for him. But chances are he won't be saying those things, and chances are I'll be supporting him.
Perfect answer. Perfect answer right there. Now, why didn't we get did the other guy not get a chance to answer? Like, why aren't we listening to what he had to say? Again, the media hates this. I can't imagine. Again, I don't think they planned that out very well. Again, I really think that when this first question was asked, I really feel like they thought that like one or two people were going to raise their hands. Listen to this one more time.
Tenure. So you all were all there. A quick show of hands. Do you believe his comments were in any way racist? Nobody. Okay. What were...
I think that they were expecting at least one person, maybe two. I really think that's what they were hoping for, and that completely backfired on them. Nobody, huh? Nobody. Yeah, that backfired gloriously. So that was beautiful to see. I loved that. And we need to see more of President Trump reaching out and putting the media in the position to have to cover stuff like that, and it will expose them gloriously. So shout out to this entire panel who destroyed the mainstream media. It was absolutely glorious to see. Okay, let's read a few super chats as 3,000 people are rolling in here. Holy crap. Thank you guys for being here. Amazing. Appreciate all of your time and all of your energy here in the chat. We got a lot to talk about tonight. Dougie B for 50 on Rumble says, oh no, Hunter's on Capitol Hill testifying. Quick, Joe needs a physical. More and more people are waking up to the media's BS. At this rate, the media will make Trump win in a landslide. Absolutely. I got to say, man, this new Rumble layout on Android is really good. It really looks good. And then Doug B with another 50 says, the people are waking up and making the media look like dumbasses. Yes, they are. And it is absolutely fantastic to see. I love every single bit of it. We got Hayden Wayne in the house. It says that CBS lower third. Voters react to Trump backlash over remarks. Bad grammar, and that doesn't seem to fit the sentiment with these voters. Trump is the nation's unifier unless you should be institutionalized. Laughing my ass off. Absolutely. Absolutely. And that's the thing about it, man. Like, he really is. Like, Donald Trump is the unifier. He is the unifier that the country not only needs, but he's the unifier that all these clowns say that they want, but then they deny when he's right there. Now, I do want to talk about the big news of the day, and that is that the Supreme Court is going to take on President Trump's immunity case. This is huge. This is massive for many different reasons. Now, one thing a lot of you guys always ask me about, and I want to give you some insight. The reason I react to typical mainstream media videos is, let's just be real, okay? It's election year. I'm flying pretty close to the sun with the topics that I cover on this channel, and I'm aware of that. So I always cover what, now you can say whatever you want about like Fox News, CNN, MSNBC. I think they're all the same, but you know what they really have in common is YouTube pushes them. They push all of them. So if I'm reacting to mainstream media and the information they're providing, I'm just offering my opinion on top of the news that the mainstream media is offering. So therefore, if YouTube ever comes after me, I'm just going to say, I'm just giving my opinion based on the facts that the mainstream media is talking about. That's why I do it that way. I'm not a fan of the mainstream media. I'm not a fan of Fox or CNN or any of them, but I use them to get the information because YouTube has decided they're the ones that give the right information, apparently. So that's why I do that. So let's listen in right here. So Donald Trump's immunity case is going to the Supreme Court, and that has caused a few problems for Jack Smith. A few problems indeed, and it's creating a huge problem. Listen, people have to be prepared for what we are about to witness. 2024 is getting wild. Today is a classic example. The news, like I thought I was going to be talking, I thought my headline today was going to be James O'Keefe and, the Hunter Biden stuff going on. And then things just started piling up and getting crazy and crazy and crazy. And after what we saw in Michigan with so many people not supporting Joe Biden, the Democratic Party has to be in panic mode right now. Donald Trump's momentum is through the roof, and Joe Biden's momentum is falling apart right before our very eyes. And I don't know if they have a plan. What I do know is they will do something to derail this. And the more that we sit back and watch this play out, the worse that it is getting right now. So let's look at this story from the Supreme Court to take Donald Trump's immunity case. And this is a big one right here.
It will take up Trump's immunity case at the end of April. The decision's expected in June. This will put Jack Smith's January 6th case on hold for now. Shannon Bream is in D.C. with more. Shannon.
Yeah, this is a significant delay, Jesse, to what Jack Smith had hoped would be a trial starting March 4th. That's clearly not happening. We weren't sure whether the Supreme Court would get involved or not because the D.C. Circuit, which is that appellate level just before the Supreme Court, had a very lengthy, detailed decision saying that the immunity case would not be a winner for President Trump. They gave him a big loss. So they went to the Supreme Court and asked for a stay. What the court did was go beyond that, not only stay the case, but say we're actually going to hear it.
That's a big deal. That's a big deal. This is so good to watch this all play out. All these clowns, it's all falling apart everywhere you go from the Fani Willis case. And by the way, if I'm not mistaken, I know that there was some news about the Fani Willis stuff going on with some gorilla grip. I'm pretty sure that that's, and I'll talk about it, but I'm pretty sure that's not accurate from what I've found out, but we will discuss that. But regardless if it's accurate in terms of the Fani Willis trial or not, the memes have been glorious. So we'll talk about that in a little while.
I'm told that briefing will happen in the next few weeks. They will likely hear this case the week of April 22nd. That means that from that point on, we wait. And normally these big decisions come at the end of June. This one has been expedited, though, so it may come ahead of that. But until then, that lower court is on hold. Jack Smith cannot proceed at all with any of this January 6th case against the former president. So we'll wait to see how the arguments go. But remember, once the Supreme Court makes ultimately its decision in this case, then that trial court unpauses, where Judge Chutkan has had the entire thing on pause. I would imagine the Trump team is going to argue at that point, if he loses on the immunity issue, that they need several weeks, if not a couple of months, before they can even begin to think about restarting the case, which would then throw it probably to late summer, early fall. And all of this, of course, right in the middle of the election. Jesse.
So, Shannon, if he does get a disfavorable ruling by the Supreme Court at the end of June, and he does get a delay, is that really conceivable that they would have a January 6th federal trial, like, after the second debate?
I mean, it is possible. Of course, there's always so much that you do. And
there's no way. Okay, let me take that back. In a normal world, there's no way. But in the chaotic world that we're living in, it's possible. It's possible, but I don't think that the Supreme Court, again, I hope and I pray And with every level of common sense, you would think that the Supreme Court is going to side with Trump. But again,
they have been arguing there are millions of pages of discovery. What is the rush? We have all of this time. Let's go through this as we would any other federal trial. Special counsel has argued all along this is a matter of national importance. We think that people should know whether there's going to be a conviction in this case before this man's name appears on the ballot, if he indeed is the GOP nominee, as it looks like it will be. But I think even if we get this decision the last week of June, if it's one of those biggies that we get at the very end of the term again, from there, I think the Trump team is going to argue we have pretrial motions, we have discovery. That puts us through July, August, maybe September before we'd even be ready to argue this case. So the early fall is very conceivable for this.
And he could also get a favorable ruling by the high court. Judge Sheen.
Yes. So then, Shannon, we are beginning from square one, assuming that the Supreme Court says that there is no immunity here and the trial goes forward. There have been no pretrial motions made at all in the D.C. case?
Well, there have been some things going on. There have been discovery. Remember, if you remember a couple of months ago, the government actually tried to produce some of the documents to the Trump team while this thing was supposed to be paused. And the Trump team, normally you'd want those documents, but they said, oh, no, this whole thing is on pause. You can't be giving us documents. We can't be doing any of the normal pretrial stuff. So all of that, Judge, as you know, and can very well explain to everyone, that takes time. So once we have a decision from the Supreme Court, if this case goes back to the trial court and starts moving forward, you'll have all of that pretrial motion stuff that could really slow things down.
And dude, you can't make all of this up. Like, again, to say that Hollywood couldn't write a movie like this, I mean, obviously in 2024, Hollywood can't write shit 9 times out of 10, but you almost can't make up what we are witnessing right before our very eyes with President Trump, with everything they're doing to him, with everything they're putting him through. And the fact is that he still continues to fight. He still continues to gain momentum. He becomes more and more popular. Nothing will stop this guy. Nothing affects him. He is Teflon Don. It's unbelievable. It really is. Like, it's hard to comprehend what he continues to endure at this age at his life, and he still just keeps rocking and rolling forward. And we're moving towards this presidential election. You've got arrests, you've got indictments, you've got Supreme Courts getting involved, you've got Illinois now taking him off the ballot, you've got all types of shit going on. You've got corrupt judges in New York, you've got the Fani Willis trial going on in Georgia, you got Jack Smith getting his trial halted. Like, this is crazy. And Trump just keeps moving forward.
Do you attribute anything to the Supreme Court agreeing to take this on an expedited basis?
Well, Judge, you know, they made clear to say in this order without expressing a view on the merits. So they're saying we're not taking any position. There's no vote breakdown in here. There's no dissenters. So we don't know how anybody voted or what happened here. You know, the former president had asked for a stay to put this whole thing on hold for a bit. That would have taken 5 votes. But what the court did was say, we basically converted this stay into your writ for certiorari, meaning you formally were requesting an appeal. That's how the special counsel wanted this to be treated. That only takes 4 votes. So now we're left to just play games, parlor games about guessing who voted how, because there's no breakdown in this order.
All right. Shannon, thank you so much.
You got it.
Well, what a disaster. Like, it's amazing. It's amazing. And then on top of that, with all of that going on, then we have this news right here. Okay, we have this news. Breaking. Judge kicks Trump off Illinois ballot. The former president can still appeal. A Cook County judge mandates the Illinois Board of Elections to exclude Donald Trump from statewide ballots for the March 19th primary. The judge simultaneously issues an immediate halt to her own decree, providing an opportunity for the former president's legal team to file an appeal. This is insane. Allegations from the group of voters allege Trump should be disqualified for his involvement in January 6th Capitol riot. The judge grants Trump's legal representatives until Friday to submit their appeal. Insanity, dude. Absolutely insane. All of this is happening. I don't understand how Trump manages all of this. I don't understand it. Like, I don't know of anybody else. And somebody asked earlier, who can replace Trump? Nobody. Nobody can replace Trump. That's the whole thing. Nobody can take what he is like. It's insane. It's hard to process. It makes no sense. And these people are criminals. They're absolute criminals in every way, shape, or form. And that is the truth. Okay, I mentioned it earlier. I mentioned it earlier, so I'm going to tell you guys, but I'm based on community notes, and even though I'm not a big fan of community notes, okay, it's just too funny to not address this because it's been such a meme. And as you guys know, memes on the internet are king. So there was this story going around. I'm not making this up, okay? So there was this video going around about the Fani Willis trial, okay? This is it. Now, again, from my understanding, this is not, all right, from my understanding, based on the community note, this is from the Alec Baldwin Rust trial, which still brings a whole different level of questions into the equation. Why didn't we hear about this? Why didn't we hear about this if this was from the Rust Alec Baldwin shooting someone and killing them trial? Why didn't we hear about this? But either way, okay? It's created some wonderful memes, and I'll try to show some of them to you. But here we go. Here we go. Breaking now. Fani Willis ID revealed in court, Bluetooth ID revealed in court as Gorilla Grip Pussy. Here we go.
928-444, which is 928-444-3555.
What's the owner name of this phone?
The name that would appear on, say, a Bluetooth device is found on line 32, which is Gorilla Grip Pussy Pal.
One more time for the people in the back.
Is found on line 32, which is Gorilla Grip Pussy Pal.
Now, if you look at the community note, okay, if you look at the community note says, this clip is from the trial of Hannah Gutierrez Reed, the armorer for the movie Rust. The prosecution asked Mr. Hosk to read text messages pulled from the phone allegedly belonging to Gutierrez Reed. The name on the phone was reportedly Gorilla Grip Pussy Pal. Why am I just hearing about this? Why didn't we hear about this? Maybe I did. I kind of stopped following the Alec Baldwin case, but how did I not hear about this? But the internet never disappoints, because we have this meme right here, okay? When someone asks me what a Gorilla Grip Pussy Pal is.
Maybe, excuse me, and Your Honor, I'm not trying to be racist, okay? Maybe, excuse me, and Your Honor, I'm not trying to be racist, okay? But it's a black thing, okay? Maybe...
I'm just showing you the meme, okay? I'm just showing you the meme, all right? Just showing you the memes, okay? So that's that's the deal. So apparently it's not legit. It's not real. One more time, just so everybody understands. The clip that's going around is from the trial. The clip is going around from the trial for the Rust armorer, the Alec Baldwin trial. So that's the community note on that. So I don't know, man. I saw that going around because, so essentially there was so much going on today. Okay. There was so much going on today and I was a little overwhelmed. And so I did something that I honestly don't rarely do, but I asked you guys, I was like, guys, drop some links and tell me what's going on today. Okay. So I did this right here, and I want to highlight everybody really quick. So right here, there's so much happening today. CobraCast will be insane. Drop stories, links below. Let's go. All right. Somebody said right here, Mad Shogun Aaron Alexander says, Gorilla Grip Pussy Pal. And I'm like, what the what is, and I saw 14 likes, and I'm like, what the heck are we talking about here? And listen, all right. We're on YouTube. If it was a Rumble exclusive, I might be willing to show you some of the memes that are been going around. But I I think I'm gonna have to err on the side of caution and not show you some of the memes that we've been seeing pertaining to this being connected to the Fani Willis trial. I think some of the wonderful citizens of the Snake Pit can probably use your imagination and probably understand exactly why I can't show some of these memes. Holy crap, man. What a wild, wild story. What a wild story. I mean, just insane. It really is. It really is crazy. All right. So we got 3,000 people just here on YouTube, another 300 on Rumble, and hello to the wonderful Kick audience as well, everybody. Thank you for joining. This is CobraCast 199. I am your host, Jeremy D-Day Cobra, and I appreciate all of you being here tonight. We have a lot to talk about. We have a lot to get into. It's been a wild, wild day in the world of the political sphere that we have going on. It's been really hard to keep up with everything, to be honest with you. Just trying to keep up with it. I mean, it has been wild. Wolverine transparency for 20 says November 6th can't get here fast enough. We will look back on the rest of our lives at this year. We will look back on the 2024 election. We will remember this for the, as much as I want to say enjoy it, it's going to be hard to enjoy it because it's so damn terrifying. But we are certainly, what we are witnessing right now is truly going to be something that is going to go down in history. And we're going to tell, kids about this. We're going to tell people that the younger generation in 20 years, they're not going to believe it. They're not going to believe it. And hopefully the stories that we're able to tell is the truth that President Donald Trump won and literally saved the world, because that's really what we're heading towards right now. If Trump doesn't win, we are fucked. That is the truth. That is the truth of the matter. We are fucked if he does not win. And that's just a sad reality of it. Doug B over on Rumble for $100, a big MAGA red bomb from Doug freaking B. Says, as a Kentuckian, I am so fucking happy that Turtle Man Glitch McConnell is resigning. Though he has to help the Uniparty try to stop Trump first, he should be, I'm not going to say the last part, Doug, but I'll just say thank you for your super chat. Doug went in on that one. Doug went in. Woo! Thank you, Doug. I appreciate you, brother. Yeah, so here's this is what I don't like about the Mitch McConnell. The situation with Mitch McConnell is he said, so essentially he is announcing that he's stepping down. He's not stepping down until November. Pretty interesting timing there, don't you think? Pretty interesting timing that he's not stepping down until November. I've seen that there's a lot of people on the conservative side that's tried to say, oh, he helped get Trump elected. Go fuck off with that nonsense, okay? Trump got elected in spite of Mitch McConnell. Trump did all of this in spite of the corrupt Republican Party and the corrupt Republican leadership. And that's what was so incredible. This is why everybody that that criticizes me for being a Trump supporter and all of that, they always like, oh, Jeremy thinks Trump could do no wrong. I think Trump can do plenty wrong, and I think there's plenty to criticize him on. But you could criticize him and still acknowledge that the dude actually is next level, and what he accomplished will never be able to be accomplished again by anyone. He, a political outsider, walked into the world, the dirty, filthy, slimy world of politics. He walked in there. He defeated the Obama crime family. He defeated the Bush crime family. He defeated basically the whole entire Democratic Party, the Clinton crime family. He defeated everybody pretty much. Whatever political family is still in existence, all of them hated Trump, and he defeated all of them. He also defeated the mainstream media. He also defeated big tech. He also defeated Hollywood, and he defeated the corrupt Republican Party that hated his guts. He beat all of them. That is not fucking possible. Like, nobody could do what he did. It will never be seen again. Not in this lifetime or the next. It won't happen. It's not possible to witness what he accomplished in 2016. Does that mean he's perfect? No. Does that mean he's not human? No. He's a flawed man just like me and you. But it does mean that what he did was next level special, and we should recognize that. And you can still criticize him. You can still talk bad about certain aspects of him that you don't like or don't agree with. Totally fine. But the dude has accomplished things that we're never going to see again. And that's just the truth of the matter. Wisdom prevails for $100 on Rumble. It says Rumble loves red, reminds us of MAGA. Rumble, let's go. Dude, I can't get over how sexy the Rumble app looks on Android. Maybe the iPhone, because iPhone typically gets stuff before Android does. Yeah, it's looking really good. It's looking really good. I don't know if it operates well, but it's looking really good. So I guess, we'll see. Let's see. Hayden waiting for 20 says, if I'm not mistaken, the Guzman Rust Armor trial is going on now or was last week. So it's totally possible. I haven't checked and I'm not going to. I don't care enough. It's more funny to think it's Willis. 100%. And again, this is why the memes that came from it are just insane, dude. They really are. Like, the memes were, they were wild, dude. They were really wild. But here's what you need to see right here. Going back to the Trump stuff right now, the right people are terrified, okay? Terrified. Right here. Liz Cheney, delaying the J6 trials suppresses critical evidence that Americans deserve to hear. Donald Trump attempted to overthrow an election and seize power. Our justice system may be able to bring him to trial before the next election. SCOTUS should decide this case promptly. Oh, they are terrified right now. Terrified. And they should be. They absolutely should be. I think Benny Johnson actually retweeted that. Yep. TDS Intel assets activated. 1,000% activated. Right here, Megyn Kelly, with the Trump immunity case being accepted by SCOTUS and what's happening in Georgia, Trump may well have pulled the inside straight he needed to beat these cases. New York is a joke. Georgia is dying, severely delayed. Florida ain't happening before November. And now neither is the January 6th D.C. case. Incredible. And that's my point, dude. You couldn't write this. You can't make this stuff up. He's doing it again. He's doing it again. 2016, the greatest political moment we've ever seen. Trump winning in 2016. Never seen anything like it. Never seen anything like it. Never will see anything like it again. He has 4 wonderful years. He makes America great again. He makes historic peace deals around the world. He's getting a wall built. The economy's booming. The world is in a much better place. We have no new wars. And suddenly COVID hits. Now, I've said, and I think he probably mishandled COVID. I think he mishandled it. And again, that's easy for me to say all of these years later, seeing it now. But, got to be honest. I think he mishandled COVID. I think he probably could have handled it differently. And but that's not a make or break situation, obviously. But I absolutely think that he mishandled COVID. And I think that cost him his presidency because they utilized that to do what they needed to do. By the way, I was in Tim Pool's chat earlier when his guest basically was talking about the 2020 election. And I do totally understand why Tim doesn't want to just point blank say what we all know about 2020. I get that. I do get it. And I'm not going to say it here on this platform. And the reason is because YouTube has basically told us we can say it now, which to me seems a lot like January 6th. Seems like you're opening the door saying, come on through, buddy. Come on through and just tour around and nothing's going to happen. When YouTube's like, oh, you guys can talk about the 2020 election now. I'm going to stay right here. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to stay right here. So, so I understand like why he doesn't want to talk about it, but there's ways you could kind of say like, we know, you know what I mean? But yeah, I'm not walking through that door. No, thank you, officer. I am not going to walk through that door. I'm going to stay right here. By the way, he don't miss. Alec Baldwin's finger just dropped 50 gifted memberships. Holy shit. We got to get the chat rolling for that one, man. We got to get the chat rolling for that one. Alec Baldwin's finger, who don't miss, just dropped 50 gifted memberships. Let's freaking go. You guys are insane, man. I don't know what's happening right now. We had on my gaming channel, D-Day Cobra 199, we had a record stream over there. We had 950 people just on YouTube. We had another 100 on Rumble. We had about 50 on Kick during me playing Mario fucking Golf. It's unbelievable. I don't understand it. I don't know why you guys watch me. I'm glad you do, but I don't understand. I don't get it. And I'm probably never going to get it. So I'll just keep, just telling you I appreciate it because I greatly do. Hayden Wayne, 420, says that CBS lower third voters react to Trump backlash over remarks, bad grammar, and that doesn't seem to fit the sentiment with these voters. Trump is the nation's unifier unless you should be institutionalized. I did read that one earlier, but I went ahead and read it again. My boy Munchie Ninja, I always have to say that one carefully. Jeremy, check out Brandon Herrera. He's a YouTuber that's running for Congress. I have heard of him. A few people have told me about him. Against Tony Gonzalez, a rhino that regularly votes against border security. Spread the voice so we can primary all the rhinos. I have heard about Brandon Herrera for sure. I see my boy Young Ripa in the chat. Hey, if you guys have not, check out, as a matter of fact, Eric K., if you can get that link to the Ripaverse video over on YouTube, make sure you share that, man. Ripa's doing crazy, awesome stuff, man. He's doing crazy, awesome stuff. And you guys have to go check that out, man. I'm proud of you, man. It's good to see, man. It's so cool to see. Disco Cobra for 50 says, you think I need another monitor for regular streaming? Was thinking of subscribing to Restream, but not sure. I only have one monitor right now. I know for chat and other stuff, it might be a good idea. Kick, Twitch, and YouTube mostly. Might do TikTok. If you're streaming and you're only running one monitor, I would tell you to get more monitors right now. So right now I have 4 monitors right here and I have 2 cell phones with chats open. So I can see all my chats. I can see the Kick chat. I can see the Rumble chat. I can see the YouTube chat. And then I have my desktop here. So I have 4 actual monitors and 2 phones just so I can make sure I don't miss chat, because I know that most streamers that have the amount of viewers that I get don't religiously read the chats. I do. And I'm probably always going to do that. And I probably suffer a little bit in my numbers. I could probably get even bigger numbers, but I love the chat. And at the end of the day, I could sit here and probably, if I focused on content, and I could probably get like 3,500 to 4,000 people consistently, because a lot of people, but I watch the numbers go down when I start talking and interacting with the chat. I watch it. I'm aware of that. But at the end of the day, I want to talk to the people that want to be here And there's people that'll come in and go, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. I totally understand that. But I'm never going to not interact with my chat. It's just how I am. Just how I am. So Disco Cobra, I would recommend definitely going with a minimum of one more screen, but I would recommend at least 2. Having 3 screens total, if you're a streamer, is kind of the sweet spot. 3 screens total is what I would have. So that's what I would recommend for you, man. And good luck with all that, man. Piano Dean for 20 says Mitch McConnell's going to run for prez. He was quoted by saying, oh, what one vegetable can do, another can do. He then went silent for a while, only nodding in response to verbal stimuli. I hope Mitch McConnell runs for president. We all know that's not going to happen. Piano Dean, I also got your P.O. Box delivery, you crazy mofo. I did get that. Thank you, man. Raphael 707 for 20. Only God can do what we are seeing for Trump. The entire world's intelligence apparatus want to fuck him, but they can't. F the haters. Let's go, and God bless, brother. Thank you so much. It is kind of crazy what we're seeing, man. It's hard to explain. It really is. Raider for $51.99. Let's freaking go, Raider. You mad lad, you. I appreciate that, brother. Bulldozer on Rumble says, made a little video earlier about Glitch McConnell stepping down. Check out my channel, Bulldozer74. I aim to provide information in an entertaining way. Follow me if you deem me worthy. Hail the 199. Right back at you, brother. Good luck on your channel, man. I love when people are out there creating. And again, if you guys if you are especially like with the comic side, distribution you're looking for, check out Ripaverse, man. That was a hell of an announcement Eric made today. So I didn't even know anything. I didn't know what he had working, and I was pleasantly surprised. I was like, damn, this dude is killing it. So hella awesome right there, man. Proud of him for sure. Okay, so let's talk about Mitch McConnell stepping down. Mitch McConnell is stepping down, and we're looking at some crazy stuff right now. And I think this is a good tweet right here from Scott Pressler. Scott Pressler says, this is a transformational time in the Republican Party. There is honestly no better time to join your local county party and become a precinct chair. And he's right about this. And he's got these counties. Like, Scott Pressler is a literal boots on the ground grassroots person right now, and he is seizing the opportunity that's right in front of us right now. It's absolutely beautiful to see, and a lot of people want him to be really recognized within the Republican Party. I think he wants that as well. I think he would love to have them recognize him and put the power in the people that matter and the people that are doing the work. Like, I mean, I'm fairly new to Scott Pressler in terms of, like, again, I've seen him from afar, and I've seen everyone praise him. And then, one of you tagged him on Twitter and said, hey, would you like to come on Cobra Cast? He responded, said he would love to. He followed me. I followed him back. I didn't speak with him directly. I think Krista Nova spoke with him directly, and we're trying to get it all worked out. He's a super busy guy. But we never got that. We never could get everything worked out, but I'm sure we will in the future. Guest is not my priority on this show. It's just not, but maybe in the future that might become my priority. But I have followed him now on Twitter for a while, and I've kind of looked into what he's doing, and the dude is, like, seriously legit. Like, he really is incredible. And, people like him need to try to take full advantage of what's going on. But we do have this story, Mitch McConnell stepping down. Let's hear right here.
New topic to talk about, definitely on the other side. A Senate minority leader, he's ranking leader in the Senate because Republicans are not in leadership majority. Mitch McConnell will step down from his post in November. And we know that he is the longest serving Senate leader in history who's maintained his power in the face of dramatic convulsions in the Republican Party for nearly 2 decades. They've had a lot of change. Well, let's not even...
Mitch McConnell is the reason the Republican Party is so fucked right now, because the Republican Party should have all the momentum going. The Republican Party has everything going for it, but it's full of cowards. It's full of cowards, and Mitch McConnell is responsible for that. Mitch McConnell is a piece of shit. He's an absolute piece of shit. As a matter of fact, let me show you something real quick before we continue on, all right? Let me show you something really quick. Let me find this. I've got it bookmarked somewhere, so let me see if I can find it. It was a really good tweet from, what's his damn name? I can't remember the guy's name. He's somebody I don't agree with a lot, but Cernovich right here, okay? This is a perfect tweet from Cernovich right here, all right? Perfect tweet. In 2016, we delivered Mitch a Republican Senate, a GOP House majority, and the motherfucking President of the United States of America. He said, no wall for you, can't afford it. No COVID checks, can't go into more debt. Gotta print all the money and send it to mafias in Ukraine. I have never seen a more accurate tweet to describe the nonsense and the disaster known as Mitch McConnell, a literal piece of shit. And he is the reason that the Republican Party is not just trouncing right now. He's the reason that Donald Trump got overrun. He's the reason. Because he's a coward. He's a fucking coward. He's an evil fucking coward. That's why.
Ignore the stuff that's happened on the other side and is happening now. I'm reading to you, just so you know, from the Associated Press. So it is written with some interesting color. McConnell just turned 82 last week and was set to announce his decision today in well of the Senate, a place where he looked in awe from its back benches in 1985 when he arrived, and where he grew increasingly comfortable in front row seat afforded by party leaders. Again, Mitch McConnell is stepping down, and he'll leave his job as the leader of Republicans in the Senate in November.
In November. Really interesting timing right there, isn't it? Old piece of shit is going to try one more. You know what is... I firmly believe that his plan is to derail Trump. I firmly believe that. It's all they have to derail Trump is to have someone from within, because they've tried everything they can from the outside, and they can't stop Trump. They can't stop him. Teflon Don cannot be stopped.
He has taken a lot of heat lately, some of it over deals that Republicans, wider, particularly in the House, across chamber, have not agreed upon. This latest round on the border bill, which originally had aid for Ukraine, $60+ billion. It had, money for other countries like Israel in the Hamas war, so on and so forth. But it only had a smaller amount, not even a third of what was going to Ukraine for the U.S. border, and it was a border bill. Now, what were the conversations like that got Republicans in the Senate to the point where that would even be under discussion? Because Republicans in the House had already sent H.R. 2. Jason, I come to you. You were a leadership for Republicans.
So Jason here, what's his name? Jason Chavez or whatever. I don't know much about this guy, but if I'm not mistaken, and correct me if I'm wrong, chat, I remember pre-2016, this guy was super anti-Trump, correct? I do believe that he's kind of come full circle and recognized that, but wasn't he mega full Trump, like anti-Trump prior to 2016, if I'm not mistaken? I remember him being mega anti-Trump prior to the 2016 election.
You were chairman of the Oversight Committee. You've been on the Hill. What does his departure mean in November?
Look, he will be widely applauded for his leadership and his contributions, particularly in shepherding in very conservative justices. I think he led that effort, and if you look at the makeup of the Supreme Court, you can thank Mitch McConnell.
Mostly under Trump.
Mostly under Trump, but leading the way through that. This is the right move. Republicans needed some new leadership. I think he's making it at the right time. I really did appreciate Mitch McConnell for recently, in the last couple of days, signaling that
this is a garbage answer. Like, this is a garbage answer right here. Oh, my goodness. Dude, call it like it is. Call it like it is. Don't sit here and act like he's going to be applauded. This piece of garbage needs to be thrown under the bus for the trash that he is.
That he was going to endorse Donald Trump, because it's no secret that the two did not get along, but to come together.
Legalized Adulthood said he withdrew his endorsement of Trump after the Grab 'em tape came out. Ah, That's very convenient. Well, to counter that, once that tape came out, I will say, so I was a Trump supporter, and then when that tape came out, I was just horrified, guys. I was horrified, you know. I was just horrified that I didn't hear about it sooner, because I would have been a bigger Trump fan sooner if I would have heard the tape sooner. Like, come on, that's the greatest tape I've ever heard. Let's go.
To fight to win the presidency for the Republican Party, I think was an important move.
Yeah, and it's an interesting point, Tammy, because he's staying through November.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that makes sense.
That
makes sense.
Can we just talk about the heat that McConnell has felt recently?
Well, you know, he's had some health issues. Those were very public. That was another indication that, you know, Americans were thinking, you know, we do need some change. Trump's popularity is an indication, separate from the man himself, that Americans are tired of the status quo. He represents...
Yeah, it's the same fucking thing that we were saying in 2016. It's the same thing we were saying in 2016. And guess what? Guess what? You all still had to turn on him. You all still had to run him out of office because he didn't line up with their bullshit. This is the same nonsense that we're saying the same stuff in 2024. Americans are tired of this. Americans are tired of this. Yes, we are. And what happened in 2020 is something that should never be forgiven and never forgotten. Do not forgive and do not forget. Don't give this, you can forgive but not forget. No, fuck that. Don't forgive and don't forget. Period. End of discussion.
That status quo. There's arguments from the Democrat side and the Republicans about age. Well, that's not always an issue. It's the associated problems with age. But we have this man to thank for keeping Merrick Garland off the Supreme Court. Let's not forget about the nature of power, and he's been able to wield it. What's troubled people are the...
I can't listen to Fox News anymore. I can't do it. 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 It's just it's so cringe. It's so cringe to listen to this shit. Like, I don't know what the hell they're thinking. Like, what are you talking about? You're just trying to make this guy seem like he's done something that he is. Oh, it's so bad. It's so bad, but it is what it is. Okay, now there was there was another video that I had that I wanted to show you guys, and I can't find it. But there is it this one right here? Give me just a moment, and I will let you know. So there's obviously the O'Keefe video today that we're going to talk about. I can't do it anymore. In terms of Mitch McConnell, like, yes, he's stepping down, but he's not stepping down until November. And that is, honestly, that's almost more concerning to me that he's not stepping down till November. Because my question is, like, what is he up to? What is he up to? That's the big concern for me. What is he actually up to? And what is the plan for him to have this exit strategy? What is it? And that's a scary situation to be in. But we're going to flip it over to the great James O'Keefe. And we're going to have an honest discussion about this, okay? Because I've heard some people say some stuff about this. Some people have had some opinions, all right? And I totally understand that. We're going to listen to this moment from James O'Keefe, which is pretty fantastic. In theory, some people have said, like, it was a little let down. I was a little disappointed by it. I can understand why some people were a little disappointed by it. I think it's fantastic, though. James O'Keefe, like, listen, you're not going to hit a grand slam or a home run every single time up to the plate. You're just not going to do it, all right? Sometimes you need to get a single or a double and just put yourself in scoring position, and that's what happened today, okay? So James O'Keefe, this is a solid double for James O'Keefe standard. The dude is just next level. But he is basically... There's some good stuff in here, okay? There's some really good stuff in here. So let's check it out right here.
So we're at the Equinox in Great Neck, New York, and Arthur, the judge, is sitting inside the Equinox in New York. So I'm going to go in there and try to talk to him.
I don't know if I can play this music, so I'm going to mute it. I got to mute the music. Dude, O'Keefe is badass.
Yeah, I see it. Bro, I love you. Can I take a selfie with you? All right.
So, So James O'Keefe got approached by a fan, okay? All right? So right here, watch.
James, Jim, I see it.
And he talks about this. He talks about this a little bit later about this interaction. He's like, oh, shit. You know what I mean?
I love you. Can I take a selfie with you? Sure. I know why you're here, too. What's that? I said, I know why you're here. Oh, yeah? Absolutely, 100%. When did you get here? Like, now, usually.
All right, I've got to, dude, look at this. This is somebody said in the chat, that is a ghoul. All right, that is a ghoul. I really want that clip of Alex Jones calling Hillary Clinton a demon. And that's a ghoul. That's a demon right there. Okay, 100%. 100%.
The judge in Manhattan who fined Trump. Sources reached Multiple sources reached out to us about Arthur Engoron, the judge in Manhattan who fined Trump $354 million in damages, barring him from running businesses in New York City for 3 years. One source even sent us a video saying that Arthur Engoron creeps girls out in an Equinox gym in Long Island.
Look at this ghoul. Like, a ghoul is a 100% like accurate representation. Like, this is a ghoul, all right? A demon, a ghoul, whatever you want to call it. This dude is evil. Evil. Holy crap.
At the end of the clip, the woman is visibly annoyed by the judge and tells him to back off, gesturing with her hands.
Wow, you see that? You see that? That's wild.
For 3 years. One source even sent us a video saying that Arthur Engoron creeps girls out in an Equinox gym in Long Island. At the end of the clip, the woman is visibly annoyed by the judge and tells him to back off, gesturing with her hands. Other sources confirmed the Equinox he works out in at 5 a.m. is in Great Neck, New York, so we decided to work out alongside him. I'm a huge fan. Huge fan. Thank you for what you did. Thank you so much.
For what?
Thank you for what you did. Man, I must have felt good. Oh, shit. Making these modern people out of the state. Just thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Thank you. What's your day job?
I was wearing the OMG t-shirt, which said O'Keefe Media Group.
That is some nice grifting right there, James O'Keefe. This dude walked in there with his OMG O'Keefe Media Group shirt. Chad behavior, brother. Okay? Alpha Chad behavior from James O'Keefe. Holy shit.
But the judge didn't know who I was. My day job, I work in publishing. I print magazines. But it really means a lot to me. Now he's on there.
John?
You're all mine, man. So keep it up. Thank you.
Yep. 10 and 15 reps. We want to keep a nice tall chest, hold it nice and low.
I get it. I get it.
What's your name?
Jim.
Jim.
Keep it up. Keep up the good work. Take care.
This is awesome, dude. This is awesome. Look at this ghoul.
So we're on the Palisades Parkway, coming back from the Judge Arthur Engoron sting. You know, it's definitely spiritually a very dark place inside there. A lot of people looking at me, a lot of eyes wandering, right?
Yes.
So there was a guy that actually came up and was a fan of me, and I thought he may have been pretending to be a fan, but he actually was a fan, but I was trying to play it low-key. Talked to the judge, worked out next to him. He told me that he was strong. Well, he doesn't look very strong, he's very scrawny, He told me that he was getting a lot of hate mail. I told him I'm a huge fan. Don't let the bastards get you down. And what a perfect metaphor, what a perfect allegory here. Look at this. Looks like a scene out of Sleepy Hollow. Look at this fog. It looks like we're leaving Dante's Inferno here in the suburbs of New York City. Look at that fog.
The fact that Project Veritas pretty much kicked James O'Keefe out is like, it's unbelievable. I don't even know if they're relevant anymore. I don't know if they're relevant at all. You know, and I saw some people like say like they should have, somebody in the chat, I don't disagree, you know, they should have brought like a hot chick in there to kind of like talk to him, which would have been fantastic. But dude, I think James O'Keefe played this fairly safe. You're playing with fire, bro. You're playing with a ghoul that has essentially barred President Trump from doing business in New York City and fined him $450 million. You know what I mean? So I think he played it as kind of like as cool as he could. He didn't go overboard, all of that. So, you know, I think that's the best move.
Look at the sky. The foggy abyss. If you're on the inside and you have more information about this judge or any judge or anything that the public has a right to know, reach out to us on X, Instagram, or on our Signal, and stay tuned.
That's fantastic work from James O'Keefe, man. It really is. James O'Keefe is awesome. Nothing but respect to him for doing stuff like that. Great stuff, man. Appreciate you guys. Still got we got a great crowd on Rumble. We got a great crowd on YouTube. We got a great crowd on Kick. Thank you guys so much. Appreciate that. You guys are the best. No doubt about it. I really do appreciate it. Man. All right. So we've got a couple other things I want to get to. And then we are going to, let me get to my, one other thing. Okay. We have to talk about what happened in Michigan. All right. So I wanted to go live and cover this live, but I obviously had a lot going on that day. I had too many streams and I couldn't make it happen. But before that, okay, we have it. We have the Alex Jones clip. We have the Alex Jones clip. Hang on. All right, here we go. Here's the Alex Jones clip. I haven't even listened to this yet, okay? So here we go. Here we go.
Just like the Bible says, it's basically an intergalactic invasion into this space through people. I'm telling you, it's what all the ancients said. It's what they warned of. It's what we're dealing with. They're demons. They're frickin' interdimensional invaders, okay? I'll just say it. Make fun of me all you want on CNN or wherever, but everyone already innately knows this. These people are not frickin' humans, okay? Hillary Clinton is a goddamn demon. Excuse me, taking the word. It's not taking it in vain. She is a demon damned to hell.
Our mother is giving birth to us. This planet will serve us well. Oh, yeah. No, not the Trump. Not. Yes, yes. The planet is ours. Oh, yeah.
What the hell?
Shout out to Eric K. I know Lost Tales. I know you were trying to send me a link to it too. Oh man, Alex Jones is a national treasure. All right, he's a national treasure. Holy crap, man! It doesn't get much better than that. It doesn't get much better than that. Again, I mentioned this earlier in the stream, so I want to mention it one more time really quick because it is a question that we get asked a lot. But what is the 199? Well, we have an article on geeksandgamers.com that I wrote up, and you can go over there. And if anybody's asking, you can just send them this link from now on, and it explains the whole 199 movement, and that kind of breaks it down a little bit better. And we're gonna do more of this on the site, doing more of this like lore stuff, so we can break stuff down so people understand a lot of it. So I'm looking forward to putting more of that together for you guys. So good stuff indeed. All right, let's talk about Michigan. Michigan. Michigan might be the point where the left really does their brains fully break. And I think that's why we're seeing a lot of this happening. All right. Michigan is where it really is going to it's starting to become the reality that they know that Biden cannot defeat Trump. And that's a scary place in terms of where I'm scared of them being in that place because I don't want them to realize this. But they're realizing it now. And we're going to listen to the breakdown. There's a little bit of clip of the mainstream media kind of freaking out about this. This is a game changer, what happened in Michigan.
Joe Biden might need an extra scoop of ice cream to soothe his bruised ego after 100,000 uncommitted voters spoiled his big victory in the Michigan Democratic primary. The far-left group of Democrats, totaling 13% of the primary vote, as a way to bully Joe into backing a ceasefire in Israel. It's sure to send a shock down the spine of Democrats who thought November was going to be a cakewalk. Keep this in mind, Democrats lost Michigan in 2016 by only 11,000 votes. And right on cue, the media is melting down over it.
If we get to Chicago at the convention and this thing is still going on, I don't want to think about what's going to happen there.
That's a wow. This is a place President Biden carried big time in 2020. This is key to his chances of defeating Donald Trump in Michigan.
Michigan's going to be tougher because you got a bunch of constituencies that we need that right now are grumpy, to say the least.
I understand that you're frustrated, but you got to realize if you let this other one in, we're all screwed.
That right there, that's perfect. That's perfect. Let me pause it. Let me pause it right there. Let me pause it right here.
If you let this other one in, we're all screwed.
That's the perfect, that right there symbolizes everything that the left is going through. Their struggle session. They know. And I don't want them to know. I want them to continue to operate in a very kind of like arrogant way, thinking that Trump has no chance. And I think Michigan has really kind of made them realize that we are in bad shape right now. The MAGA movement is growing and Biden is declining. The support for Biden is declining. People in the middle are jumping ship. They don't want anything to do with this administration. They don't trust this man. And the immigration problem, everything happening around the world, the people in the middle, again, I don't need to be convinced of it. The 2,500, 2,000 people, whatever's watching right now, you don't need to be convinced of it. It's not that. That's not who needs to be convinced of it. It's the people in the middle that have not been paying attention to this, and they're the ones that the Democrats and the media, all of them are realizing we are fucked right now. And that right there is a scary situation. We're going to see how they all react to it, but it's yeesh, you know what I mean? So that's the latest on everything. Now, we got Super Tuesday coming up. I'm going to have full coverage, okay? I'm going to have full coverage on Super Tuesday of everything going on, and that'll be on this channel. We'll have it all covered. I'll get with you guys later and let you know what's up with that. But it's going to be an interesting day, to say the least. So, man, you guys have been insane tonight. So thank you so much for being here. All right, we've got Linko Kenobi for $20. Says Linko, or says, what's up, Jeremy? I want to get a camera for my laptop so I can stream games that I play on my TV. I do want to buy more stuff for my podcast, but I don't want to go crazy, so I'm being patient. Well, like I said, in terms of a camera, if you're starting out a YouTube channel, I would recommend like a Logitech webcam. Don't go crazy on a camera. It's not important. Microphones are more important than cameras when you're starting out. But even still, I wouldn't go crazy with a microphone yet. I would get a Logitech webcam. You can get one for about $100, $150. It's going to run in HD, 4K, whatever you need. And then you download the Logitech software and you can tinker around with the settings with it. So that's all I would do on that front. I would go with the Blue Yeti microphone for starting out. And then when you get to the point where you want to upgrade, I would upgrade my microphone and get an XLR mic like this one. But microphone and audio is far more important than video for sure. So just want to make sure. And then Linko says, I hope to grow my channel and make this my job. I don't mind sitting in a chair for 9 hours. LOL. Love this channel. Hail the 199. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. All right, let's see. Mikey MF says, I thought about it, and unless my theory is factually incorrect, hear me out. Tucker for press secretary because he don't miss. He doesn't tolerate any BS, and he could, in theory, still have his show. I just don't like that idea. Like, I don't want him to have, like, 1 foot in the administration and 1 foot out. I firmly believe that at this point in time, I'm very comfortable saying that Tucker Carlson should not be the vice president or in the Trump administration, and he should continue doing exactly what he's doing. That would be my recommendation. Now, again, my recommendation is shit. Who cares what I think? But I'm just saying, like, that would be the thing I would like to see, is Tucker just continue on where he's at. I would love him as VP. Don't get me wrong. But I also think it would be, he could do a lot more in the position he's in already. Ghost Crusaders TV says, yo, Cobra, the judge is trying to overrule the Illinois Supreme Court and remove Trump off the ballot. It's a traffic judge. Low IQ individuals. Yeah, man, it's wild. We're going to hear more about that tomorrow, I'm sure. And then Ghost Crusader says, they know a lot of black people in Illinois are going to vote for Trump in the primary. Illinois is an open primary. Dems and independents can vote for him. They can't let that happen. Yeah, I think, again, this is all... What have they... Name one thing that they have done to Donald Trump that has hurt Donald Trump. Name one thing. There's nothing they have done to Donald Trump that has hurt him at all. Not one single thing. The grab him by the pussy video, did that hurt Trump? No. You know what? Like, again, dude, we're talking about Donald fucking Trump, okay? Like, I can't play much of it, okay? I can play the best part of it. I hope it doesn't get me blocked, okay? I hope it doesn't get me blocked. Let me see if I can find it. All right. Let me see if I can find it, okay? This is the man, okay, that you guys in the media are trying to take down. You think it's going to work, all right? This is the guy we're talking about. Again, I've got to be very quick on what I'm going to play, okay? I got to... You're going to love it, chat, okay? You're going to love it. Here we go. All right. Here we go. One more time. One more time, okay? One more time. Here we go. Oh, look at Stone Cold. Trump's got him. Look at his mean mug at him too, man. He slapped the shit out of Vince. He slapped the shit out of Vince. He did not. He didn't sell that. He sold that. He did not. He went all in on that one. Oh, that's the guy you guys are trying to take down, dude. It ain't gonna happen. It's not going to happen. All right. Give me a hell yeah. Absolutely, dude. So good. It's fantastic stuff. So yeah, nothing's gonna. It's Teflon Don, man. That's who he is. So Trump slaps better than Will Smith. He slapped the shit out of him, man. He really did. He really did. Leighton Hallman says McConnell stepping down is like Hillary going to jail for the Republican base. The communist Chinas still have some work for him. That's why he won't step down until November. Yep. Notable Zero says grab the flag. Linko Kenobi says, oh, I got that one. And then over on Rumble, let's see where we're at on Rumble. PJ says, Jeremy, you should put the BRB screen on YouTube and show on Rumble. What do you mean? So you're just saying just leave Rumble live so you guys can... Is that what you're saying? You should just put the BRB screen on YouTube and show... Oh, I know what you're saying. Okay. I could just leave Rumble live, just let you guys just stay in the chat. I don't think they would... I don't think they'd hit my channel for that. That's why I love Rumble. PJ says, Jeremy, your interaction with us is why we watch you. We can watch anything, anyone. We can play with you. Absolutely. The memes are part of it, man. The memes are part of it. Rumball 1000 says, let's see, Alex Jones is daddy. Just Jillin says, oh shit, you can give super chats on an Android phone now on Rumble. Absolutely. And again, the UI looks really, really good. Really impressed with that. Really impressed with it. Mick Hawk says, car video today. If not, you're a fig with a small PP. It's going to have to wait till tomorrow. Mick Hawk says, oh, and get Jay on. Shout out to Drunk 3PO. Jared the American says, recently hit 1,000 followers on Twitter. That's a hell of an accomplishment, brother. That is a hell of an accomplishment. Gorgeous Mayhem says, so far, the word for 2024 is winning. Winning like Charlie Sheen. Branch Covidian says, I'm stuck in Illinois for the time being. I already voted for Trump, but apparently my vote won't be counted anymore. It's absolutely insane. Gorilla Grip Puss E says, I heard you're single. Good Lord. Mick Hawk says, is the boss man going to drop 50 gifted memberships? Might make up for being gay. I don't know. Maybe, we'll see. I'm always a fan of dropping 50 gifted memberships to the snake pit. Wolverine Transparency says, bankrupt this man that has billions of dollars. Brian Baker says, dog, I've been seeing all this play out, and all it does is make me want to vote for Trump more. LOL. Trump 2024. Absolutely. Google Presents Elon Musk says, playing Helldivers 2, yo. I can't wait to play it. Wolverine Transparency says, happy fuck the police day, everybody. Booker T says, ninjas for Trump 2024. Wolverine Transparency says, they always got to use the race card. It's called gaslighting. Ito Sint says, love from Israel. Don't let us to fight terror scum alone once Trump gets elected. You know Trump will have your back. Legalize Adulthood says, the media is so stupid, they just expect that all blacks will parrot the Democratic Party line. That is true. What's up, Legalize Adulthood? Dumb Blonde with Big Tits says, hail the 199. I know you don't like him, but let's see. But did you see Sweeney on Fallon? But she popped off on screen. Fuck the gay rooster and Jeremy's a fig. I saw a Barstool Sports article where it showed Jimmy Fallon not like keeping eye contact with her, which I'm sorry, I wouldn't be able to. Shadow Saiyan says, social battery check. We're doing pretty good on the social battery tonight. It's been a pretty good night. So yeah, social battery check-in's been okay. Not too bad. Not too bad. Dumb Blonde says, I know my grammar is retarded. Bear with me. I'm terrible. No worries. Wolverine Transparency says, dude, the Supreme Court's decision 1-8 or 0-9. We'll see. Again, that's going to be interesting what the Supreme Court's decision is. And if it's a 9-0, there's so many layers to this, man. There's so many layers. Like, there's so many layers involved. And, if the Supreme Court goes like 9-0 or 8-1 on the Trump case, the meltdowns will be wild. Brian Baker for $1. Thank you. Schick74 says 6'3". Keegan gives dissent. DM says, say it with me, salty, the nose job cracker, LOL. I'm not your buddy guy. Wait. Did Supreme Court rule on ballots? No, not yet. David Smart says, the election is important. I'm fighting for my kids, 1,000%. Wolverine Transparency says, Lindsey, Grassley, Mitch McConnell are full of it. Modalicious says, I rewatched 1981's Condor Man this weekend. As goofy as it was, it is still definitely less cringe than Trump derangement syndrome. Dragon Dan says, we need a he don't miss emoji. ABF earned it. ABF has earned it. Legalized Adulthood says, Jeremy is a chat addict. Damn right I am. Let's see. JT says, caught up to Jeremy having listened to him at 2 times speed. Ben Shapiro raps faster than Jeremy talks. Let's see. Cellular Dream says, bought my 199 hat. Yes. So Friday is the final day for the 199 hats and the bags. That's it. Okay. That's it. It's over. And I'm not bringing them back. Well, the hats potentially in a different form, like the Flex Fit. But yes. So if you go here, the hats, there's the hat. And there's the backpack. Backpacks are done at this Friday. I know I said it last Friday, but I had a few people reach out to me, and I hate not giving people an opportunity to do stuff. But that's the backpacks right there. So if you're interested, get yourself a backpack over on 221B Tactical. The links are here on this article, I believe. If they're not, I can make sure that that we do get them in there. And yeah, so thank you guys so much for the support on that. And then the Flex Fit hats will be next. Flex Fit hats will be next. By the way, Vegas, or for the meetup in April, I've got a special item that I'm going to be bringing. Someone on the team invented a special item that people, when they see these things, they're going to go crazy, and they're going to be wearing them all over Vegas. I can't wait to show you. I'm going to have them in Vegas. We're going to sell them in Vegas. And that, I think people are going to go crazy over them. It's definitely a Vegas style thing that people are going to wear, and we're going to show them off and everything like that. Nobody has seen them yet. Nobody has seen them yet. It's not 199 underwear. It's not 199 underwear. I can promise you that. Cohen Lee says Mitch McConnell just turned 82. What do you want, a medal? Exactly. The Buzz CJC says Engeron, the evil Orville Redenbacher reanimated. Well said. Notable Zero says they just have so much fun. They just have so much first on that POS. Legalized Adulthood says Jeremy will have Gorilla Grip coverage on Super Tuesday. Cellular Dream says, Jeremy, I want to be a gay fig like you. Advice? Make a YouTube channel. Foosball fan, Tulsi Gabbard is bae. I mean, I think we all agree with that. Still don't want her as VP. Slade Lawton says, Jeremy, did you see the Italian comedy sketch mocking Biden? I haven't laughed that hard since the first time I heard Beardo try to read. I haven't seen that. Just a dude on the phone says, Jeremy is a fig. And then he's got a space and a little dash, and he's got an ER. There you go. Had to be careful. Got to be careful. Dumb Blonde with Big Tits says, show it for research purposes. F the chat. You like you, Sydney Sweeney. You're a big fan. You're a big fan. I mean, who isn't at this point? Seriously. Josh Main, welcome to the Snake Pit. Thank you. Lance Finn says, Democracy 2.0, remove your political opponents to protect democracy. Exactly. Cthulhu's favorite cultist. It pains me to watch Jeremy do so much back-breaking streaming. Leave Kids Alone says, any word on the Flex Fit hats? Yes, we will have those coming up next after the 199 snapback campaign closes. EJH says, I don't think Gavin Newsom will replace Biden, but he is very unpopular because he is very unpopular for a California Democrat. I mean, I hope you're right. Again, I'm never going to stop saying that I hope I'm wrong, and I hope Biden is running. Michael says Gina was awesome on Patrick Bet David. Hail the 199. Yes, she was. Shout out to Gina Carano. Scully Bones says if Trump is reelected, it needs to be BR 4 years of dismantling and cleaning house. Otherwise, the establishment will still be there waiting in 4 years. Yeah, I mean, this is a very important. That's why I said his VP choice is important. It's very important. It's more important than it's ever been. You know what I mean? Mountain Mutt says, good evening at D-Day Cobra and chat. Hail the 199. F&T plus 199 equals 50% of people, 90% of dogs plus 10% of cats equals 162% chance Trump wins in 2024. Always happy to get some Steiner math in the chat. Let's go. Larry says, media always says controversial. When Trump speaks, the media is the enemy of the people. The media hates the truth. Where is the 199 emoticon? Yeah, the enemy is 1,000% the enemy of the people. Dan A says, made the mistake of watching CNN for 10 minutes. It felt like I was living in an alternate universe. Glad you were on tonight for me to detox from the lunacy. Lying Dog Face Pony Soldier with a gift of membership. Thank you. Let's talk about it. Says, will video stories be accepted instead of written ones because I suck as a writer, but I'm good as a video guy? Well, just on the website, we are just looking for, writers on the website. So yeah, I mean, and like I said on that update, if you are interested, if you go to geeksandgamers.com, and this is the homepage right here. So if you're interested in being a contributor on geeksandgamers.com, you can go over to the website right here. And this is the home screen that you're going to see on the website. And then if you scroll all the way down to the bottom, you hit that contribute button right there. And if you're interested, we're looking for writers to cover all sorts of things within pop culture. And like I said, we're not looking for like direct politics or anything like that. only if the politics ties into the entertainment industry. That's what we're looking for. It's a voluntary position, and I hope, if we get a few more people to go over there and check it out, because we're looking to step our game up over there on the website. So I am excited for it, and I'm excited for all of you. Let's see. Says, I thought Big Mike was bad, but the creature judge from Illinois. I need a content warning on all platforms and bleach. Oh, so my eye bleach. Yeah, I heard that. Game Boy Nitro. Do we think we'll get a replacement for the 2016 screaming no leftist woman Trump wins again, or will she return for an encore? Much like, I think we should watch it for research purposes, okay? I absolutely think we should do that. I don't think this is ever going to be topped. I just don't think this can be topped, man. Like, this is unbelievable, man. Like, this is incredible. I don't think this will ever be topped. I really don't.
Donald J. Trump is now President of the United States. President Obama is the ex-president. And Mr. Trump, for the moment, steps away for the inaugural address.
What a great honor to be able to introduce for the first time ever anywhere the 45th President of the United States of America, Donald.
On the shoulder. You adjust the microphone as it's all, man. For their gracious aid.
I am so sorry to my world. I am so sorry to my world. This is not what we want.
We will face challenges.
There's so much potential
but we will get the job done.
for beauty and for devastation.
We gather
In this one moment, it's just almost incomprehensible that they can exist right now. So,
and we are grateful.
So close.
That's amazing, dude. Like, again, there's so many things that are happening that have happened, and it's all because of Donald Trump. It's all because of Donald Trump. Donald Trump has created all of this nonsense. Donald Trump has created all of this. It's so wild, man. And the thing is to my knowledge, I don't think anyone has heard from that person since that moment. This is probably, again, maybe somebody in the chat will disagree, okay? But, I mean, this might be the most memed person of all time. Oh, look at this. This is recommended. This is recommended to me. Oh, this is recommended? We got to watch this. 2016, how voters reacted to incredible result. This was recommended to me because of the Screaming SJW.
The Florida Republicans who gathered for a victory party were being told to prepare for defeat. The exit poll predicted a Clinton win, which would pretty much guarantee her the presidency. But then they started counting the real votes, and things were looking up and up.
He's been my candidate from day one because he's not a politician. It's kind of like in Britain. We're sick of him.
Across town at the equivalent gathering of Democrats, the mood was heading in the opposite direction.
I'm sickened. I'm without words. I thought for sure that Hillary would win this election, that Hillary would win Florida.
If he can get, worried about a tweet or he's insecure about his image and he has his finger on the nuclear button, what does that mean for the world?
Victory was slipping away. Soon the rest of the key swing states were following suit. Then, when Trump's victory in Florida was confirmed,
this is a result which may have confounded the pollsters and pundits and may shock the rest of the world. But the people who voted for and campaigned for Donald Trump, well, they aren't surprised he's now heading for the White House.
People believe in him. He's going to do he's going to be everything that he says he's going to be. Everybody believes in him. I'm so happy and I'm so proud. I'm so proud to call him the President of the United States because that's what's about to happen.
across the country it was a similar story. North Carolina and Georgia backed Trump.
I'm not a deplorable. I'm just a tax-paying citizen.
The blue firewall of what should have been reliably Democrat states was being chipped away. Wisconsin, Michigan, Ohio all fell.
Biden headquarters looks pretty somber. Go Trump! Hoorah!
It was a stunning reversal of the Obama year.
I want to find one of the meltdowns. I got to find one of the meltdowns. Let's see if there's any. Is this it? Let's see. Hang on. Is this one? I'm looking to see if there's any meltdowns. Celebrity. Okay, let's see. 2016 election meltdown. That's what I want to see. All right. God, it's all this. Let's see. All right. This one's got 1.3. Clinton supporters in disbelief. Okay. So let's see what we got here. This could be fun. This could be a very, very fun montage. It's only 2 minutes long. Let's see what we got here.
The Empire State Building was bathed in patriotic colors. The Democrats' headquarters on Election Day was blue. Where supporters gathered to cheer Hillary Clinton's attempt to shatter a glass ceiling and become the first female president of the United States. But the party fizzled out as the doubts grew.
When you can say anything and you never question, you're going to beat. We live in a very ignorant society where people believe what they hear, you know, and they don't know the truth. They don't check the truth. So that's Donald Trump's strength, and it shows that that may be his victory.
She's up against 240 years of American history, plus 44 American presidents who all have one thing in common, and that is they are all men. And that's hard to change. That's hard to be one woman pushing up against 240 years of history.
It was all so different during the early evening as the world's media watched, ready to record a historical victory, until the tension became unbearable and reality sank in.
The hour is drawing close where Donald J. Trump will be the president-elect of the United States.
As the night wore on and one result after another seemed to go to the Republicans, the feeling here of having a celebration or a party in Manhattan began to evaporate. People began to leave even before the final result.
Before Clinton officially conceded and called Donald Trump, her campaign manager John Podesta made an announcement before all the votes were counted.
Everybody should head home. You should get some sleep. We'll have more to say tomorrow.
Clinton stayed away, the first losing presidential candidate in 50 years to not concede with a public speech. Women who came to support Clinton were particularly upset.
They never felt frightened, and I am frightened.
I'm devastated, yeah, because she is the best thing that could ever happen to our country, and he is the worst thing that could ever happen to our country.
There will be many...
Oh, look. Dude, can we please meme this? Can we please meme this?
To our country, and he is the worst thing that could ever happen to our country.
I need this on my next Cobra Cast thumbnail. I need this right here. All right? That's what
There will be many people worldwide and in America who'll share that disbelief. Yolo up, David. TRT World, New York.
Oh, that is glorious. There is one video I know I can pull up that, let's see if I can find it. Let's see here. Oh, man. These are so many good memories. These are so many good memories. If I can find... Right here. Here we go, right here.
Guys, I know
this is Mark Dice's video that I've seen. This is fantastic.
Guys, I know today has been a crazy day. Some people are sad, some people are scared and nervous. My job is to come out here every night and try to make you laugh and take your mind off of things for a while. So I hope that no matter how you're feeling, you can turn on the Tonight Show and we'll be here to spread some joy and put a smile on your face. That's what we try to do.
I may be moving the camera. This
There's no way around it. This is what it feels like when America is made great again. I was wondering, and I was really hoping it would feel better because this sucks.
Now, if you're like me, the implications of this have been hitting you in waves. 1 minute you're numb, and the next minute you realise that Donald Trump, this man, will soon have access to the nuclear codes.
Yeah. You know, the man that didn't start a new war, the only president in our lifetime that didn't start a new war. Yeah, that guy had the nuclear codes, you fucking piece of shit.
It's a rough night for everybody, I think. We're worried. The people are worried, okay, he's the president, now what?
And I guess the message that I want to spread out to other women is exactly what you're saying, is not to give up. Sorry, I hate fucking crying on camera, but is not to give up, because this is so important, and it's easy to say, throw in the towel and that we're gonna leave.
Stop it. Anybody but Donald Trump. Anyone. We are not gonna be okay.
Good Lord. I forgot how cringe this was. And just know that we are heading for another cringe level in 2024, that it's going to put this to shame.
You are this close to handing Trump ultimate power on this planet. Are you insane, you pathetic losers?
Do I have to tell them not to be afraid? They're afraid.
I would tell them don't be afraid.
And I do want to say that I've been very vocal for my support for everyone besides Donald Trump. Heavily supported Bernie, heavily supported Hillary, and I still think that in her lifetime she deserves to be the first female president. And that's what makes me so sad.
MSLGBTV. Megan Smelly.
The people have spoken. Donald Trump will be the next president, the 45th president of the United States. And
dude, you know how mad he was when he had to make this speech? He was furious. Obama was furious when he had to say this.
it will be up to him to set up a team that he thinks will serve him well and reflect his policies. And those who didn't vote for him have to recognize that that's how democracy works. That's how this system operates.
Yeah, I'm sure you believe that. Obama. But that was great. Again, shout out to Mark Dice. That was his video. And I love that video. It's fantastic. And again, we're potentially heading for that again. All right, we're potentially heading for that. So I guess time will tell if it actually happens. So it's going to be a rough one. Lord of the Ree says, free the Ree. I know I haven't had time to look into it, but I am, brother. I am. Vault95 says, the Superior IRL show is on. Used to watch Beanie Boy on schedule, but now I catch him later. I have Based as Fuck Monday, Tuesday night's main event, and CobraCast 199. I hope you overtake Beanie before the year is over. Time will tell. I'm just happy we have what we have, man. You guys have been amazingly supportive here, and I really appreciate it. Mod Eric says, Jeremy keeps his energy level up with the high C's. Gay protein. Diet for the boys. East Coast Toasted Boy says, wow, Rumble has super chats for Android now. Now that's out of the way. CuckTube, you queers are a bunch of faggots. Get your surgeries so you can fuck yourselves. Not Snake Pit. I love y'all. I had to dance around some of that. Lord of the Ree says, fuck cocaine, Mitch. Good riddance, I say. Rand Paul should take his place, except no substitute. East Coast Toasted Boy says, got to be honest, I like Trump, but that might have been a different story if it was Durag Vince. What y'all say? Durag Vince is awesome. Hayden Wayne for 20 says, so it looks like over 1 million, is that 1 million acres have burned in the largest area of Texas Panhandle fire so far. I'll drop some pics in the CobraCast Discord. Prayers for everyone involved. Holy shit, man. That is crazy. Yeah, I'm glad you told me about that. I didn't even know about that. That's dangerous stuff, man. Everything's falling apart. What the hell, dude? Gunny Z says, if there was any justice in this world, the Democratic Party would be completely disbanded and disavowed as a Marxist organization. Absolutely. Absolutely. Agreed. Rumball for 5 on Rumble says the joy of the view has never had a rough night except when she forgot the lube on her vibrator. Let's see. Lying Dog Face Pony Soldier with a gifted membership. Thank you. We got, again, back to Alec Baldwin's finger with those 50 gifted memberships. Thank you so much, ABF. I really appreciate you, brother, as always. Oracle of Doom says, Hail, Cobra Commander. X stories a bit grim today. Many stories on illegal criminal violence. Alas, the people are rising up. Waking up, Trump 2024. Oracle of Doom, I got that one. Uber driver of the apocalypse is Hail the 199. Ripa saying he needs more monitors, but got to get that Lambo Pro. RIP Virgil and Ole Anderson, Trump 2024. Absolutely. RIP to 2 legends. Charles Rodden, Snake Pit 199, thank you. It's Kind of Magic says, CobraCast is my favorite stream. Snake Pit is the best chat. Eager to see makeover on G&G website. That's how we regain ground, by expanding the fellowship. Hail. Thank you. And yeah, again, I thank you guys for supporting me so much and allowing me to, have the resources to put the money into the website. It's going to be about a 4 to 6 week process, give or take. It could take longer. Just kind of depends on if we run into any things, but I'm looking forward to seeing what we're going to pull off. Eric K says, Jeremy is a trooper. He works so others can do easy jobs like roofing and drilling for oil or water. What a champ. He sacrifices for you. Absolutely do. I have done a few roofs. Roofing is a very difficult job. I actually stepped on a nail on a roofing project one time because, again, if you've ever roofed, you don't actually, when you take the nail out of the shingle, or you make sure that shingle goes into the bin and not outside of the fucking house upside down, stepped right on a nail, jumping off a ladder. Oof, that is rough. It actually hurts to even think about it right now. If you've ever done that, I'm sure a few people have experienced that if you're in construction, and it is tough. Notable Zero says, remember a few years ago when Mitch McConnell was all beat up? Someone find that video. Let's see. Wear your 199 hat, Jeremy. Represent. I will. I need to. We need to sell some more. Dumb Blonde says, it'll be a 199 dildo. Beardo will love it. Let's see. Done many roofs, that's real work. Yes, it is. Absolutely. Carrying shingles up the ladder. Coalesce says, donation and gifties recover Jeremy's social battery. That it does. Dumb Blonde says, let's see. Blonde with big assets, fam. Mandalore says, hey, Jeremy, I just wanted to send you and the Snake Pit greetings, and the chat will be united with making Breet great again. Munchie Ninja says, Beardo got Taco and Paco deported. Dala for Dollar says, do you think Taylor Swift can really sway the election? No, not at all. Dom H with 5 gifted memberships. Thank you, Dom H. Foosball fan says Donald Trump is based. Aunt Ryu says, the kitchen. Get in the kitchen, you broads. Sir Ruin of House Roundhead, did you react or hear about Aaron Bushnell? He was the guy that lit himself on fire in front of the Israel embassy. I heard about the story. I didn't look too much into it because there were so many other things going on. I've seen people talking about it, but I haven't looked into the specifics of it. So I'm a little, out of the loop on that one. Durag Vince says, Lord of the Ree, shout out. John Kennedy says, Big Mike pegged Barack after that press conference. Mighty Snipes has subscribed on Kick. What's up, Mighty Snipes on Kick? That is awesome right there. Shout out. Objectively a cat. VTuber news just keeps getting crazier. Now we've got 3 different agencies are imploding at the same time. The scandal is unreal. And honestly, that's another thing. Like, if we have people that can cover VTuber news that want to write for the website, please go over there and apply. Now, again, just to be clear, I don't make the decisions on the website. That will be Alex, my boy Alex Gurzo. He makes the final calls, not me. He's the editor-in-chief. So you got to talk with him. He's the one that makes the approval, not me. And Alex is a great guy. He's been with me for a long, long time. So with that, we are at the end of the road. CobraCast 199, another one in the books. And I'm excited. I finally get to see Dune Part 2 tomorrow. So after Geeks and Gamers Daily, I'll be heading out to see Dune Part 2. And then we're going to talk about that on Friday Night Tights. Don't forget the Vegas meetup. Going to be awesome. Can't wait for that. And man, You guys have been insane. We still got 450 people on Rumble, which is insane. Over 2,000 here on YouTube, which is insane. So thank you guys again for all of the support. We are over 1,500 likes. So you know what that means, ladies and gentlemen. That means sexy back end. That means sexy back end. Jeremy, what if you became Cobra Commander VTuber? LOL. Do a car video, says Tweetatome. Fortnite, not tonight. No video games tonight. No video games tonight. I haven't been playing that many video games, although the Mario Golf stream was fantastic. So we're going to try to switch it up. Played a little bit of Mario Kart and Mario Golf. Want to play some Splatoon. I do want to play Helldivers. Just time right now. So much going on. And streaming is very hard. It's hard to play video games online and get money, okay? But with that said, sexy back end, here we go. Boom. Look at that sexy back end. 1,900 people still here. 1,700 likes. $500 in chat revenue. Not to mention, we probably, just on chat revenue alone, Rumble, Jed, is Rumble close to tying YouTube? It's got to be close.
What's YouTube?
512.
Rumble is at 338.
Okay. So Rumble, a very good night from Rumble, and 84 gifted memberships. Insane. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. And so, yeah, I know. Sorry, no gaming stream tonight. But let's see. Jeremy's creamy back in, says G&G anal lube win. I mean, maybe one day when diversity and representation has taken over G&G and overrun us, maybe somebody else will bring that into the fold. I do have a grifting limit, and I would say it stops with that. That's going to stop for sure. So I will not be grifting that. Not going to be grifting that. But awesome stream tonight. Really appreciate you guys. I love you all. Thank you for being so supportive of me and allowing me the opportunity to do what I do. Without you, I am nothing, and I understand that. And I will always try to listen and do the best I can to maintain what we have going while continue to grow it, continue to elevate it. With your help, we can get there. So thank you all from the bottom of my heart. I'm going to leave you now with Sabaton. Shout out to Rumble. Shout out to Kick. And, of course, shout out to the wonderful people here on YouTube. Have a great day, and we will talk to all of you later. Bye, everyone.
Time to rule at last. 15 years have I been waiting.
guys. Thank you so very much for hanging all the way into the end. Really appreciate it. Don't forget to go over to geeksgamers.com. Check out the 199 article. Don't forget to go over, get your 199 bag, 199 hats over on 221B Tactical. Other than that, I appreciate you. And if you're interested, don't forget you can apply to become a contributor to geeksgamers.com. All entertainment side of things. Like I said, the only thing like politically is like if an actor says something bad about Donald Trump or says something political, then we can cover the politics. We're not covering like primaries and things like that. So thank you guys. I love you all. Have a great night, and we will talk to all of you later. Bye, everyone.